Alright guys, I'm back. Now, I just finished washing it and taking the shampoo out by rinsing it out. You saw how I was doing that. So when I came out, I just used an old white t-shirt that belonged to my baby. And I used that to keep it down. I still have it braided and it wasn't really even that wet. But just because I had to put on another shirt, and on top of putting on another shirt, I had to dry off and everything. I just used this as, you know, a way of keeping them neat. And I also tied it up. Oops. Whew, I have my hair dryer there. I also tie it up in the back with a little towel to kind of just catch the water that was dripping. See? So that's that. Okay. Now that I'm here and I'm ready to continue, see how dry they are. This towel is soaking wet, but these are not. I have to keep this on because I just used an old shirt because, you know, I have an old shirt on because they are still going to be wet. I didn't want any of my real clothes to be wet. So I used an old shirt, and I have this over here because I used to work at a store, and the shirt that I'm wearing is from that store. I don't want to get in any type of trouble. Like, oh, you're advertising, or, you know, you're using our shirt in your video. So I just covered the name. Hopefully it doesn't come off. But now I have to feel the hair. I'm telling you right now, as you can see, it didn't fray. It still looks pretty good as far as the way they looked when I first did them, you know. And they're not soaking wet. When I was done, when I was getting out, before I got out of the shower, I wrung them like a rag. I literally wrung them out, and it took off most of the excess water. So they feel good as far as that's concerned. I always said I was gonna cut them. Maybe that now would be a good time, but I don't feel like going through all that. So yeah, they came out very nice. My hair feels squeaky clean, not itching at all. If you are insistent on having it very dry, you can use a blow dryer. I have it on high setting and just blow dry the hair. Don't forget, this isn't even real hair, so it's gonna dry, you know, the way I guess yarn dries. Not super fast, but not super slow. And with heat, you know, yarn dries pretty quickly. So you can just run a blow dryer from your scalp where the, you know, thickest part of your hair is, and run it down. I also have a diffuser, and I'm thinking that the diffuser would be good to run it through. I don't know how that would work. Let me see. Like I said, I have a diffuser that may work better with these, only because they are straight pieces of hair. And like, I never use this. I've never, in all the time that I've owned it, I've never used the diffuser. So maybe it can be fun. Let me just see. A diffuser is just a piece like this that you put on your dryer. It's usually used for curls, but I never really had, you know, that type of hair that I'm like, oh, let me use a diffuser to get those curls popping. So I've never used a diffuser, but this may be a better way for me to dry it, only because I can put the Genie locks through. You know what? My dryer is not gonna let this fit. It's not gonna fit. I can't even use it because my dryer is dented and it has to fit. So that idea is gone. But nonetheless, I can still just use this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dry. Maybe let it sit on the part that you want to really dry. And it's drying. Like, it dries super fast. This whole part of my hair is pretty much dry just from doing that. And it feels, you know, nice and fresh. You can tell when it's dry because when it gets really dry, it's not as heavy. When it's not dry at all, or when it's, you know, not dry enough, it's still heavy. You can tell I knew that it wasn't that wet to begin with, because when it's wet, you be like, but yeah, it's pretty dry right now. So I'm just gonna finish. Like I said, you want to get the scalp. You want this to be dry. You want your hair not to be soaking wet. You want it to be dry. And it's pretty dry right now. So the first section took about 4 minutes to dry with the dryer. You know, like I said, you want to get right here. You want to dry all of the top part. So don't forget, it's a knot where you put it in. So if that part isn't dry, I don't think it's a good idea. You don't want shampoo in your hair. pretty much it. It's dry here. I'm holding it through my hands, and I'm just going to have to get the ends dry. Concentrating on my scalp because I want the scalp to be dry. Also, I think the longer that it's wet, and they would slide out, but as of right now, they're still pretty tight, so they're not falling out. It's another reason why I like my hair to be tight, because if you put the genies in, or if you put any extensions in your hair, and when you put them in your hair, they're not tight, trust and believe that, you know, over time, they're only going to get looser, you know. And also, them being tight is another way to track your new growth, because if the hair is, you know, loose and sliding off, you may be like, oh, I have a lot of new growth, you know, and then you look at your hair and you're like, no, I really don't, you know. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna knot this piece because it's dry. That's it. It took me, like I said, I'm at 6 minutes, and it took me about 4 minutes to get it to the dry point. So what I'm gonna do is, oops, actually the ends are still dripping, but that's not the end of the world. Take the longest piece of hair, wrap it around, and like tie it like a knot, almost the way that I knotted it when I was first braiding it. See, and just let it go, and then start the next piece. So that's it. And I would suggest, if you want to condition it or anything like that, you go ahead and condition it. I mean, I don't have to put conditioner in it. I would put some oil in it, just the way I would put any oil in my hair. What I use is this. See if I can find it really fast to show you. Should have been right there. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. I use the Do Grow Mega Thick. I use the grease too, but the grease has, you know, all types of stuff that I've heard are not good for you in it. So I use that sometimes just because I want to finish the bottle. But the Mega Growth, or if you know, like my friends use coconut oil, so I would prefer that. I just don't have any right now. But this is the Mega Thick Growth Oil, and just put it on your scalp just to keep your scalp from flaking. It's winter time. Like I said, I'm having a blizzard right now, so you just put some type of oil on your scalp, you know, just to keep it looking nice and keep it from flaking and everything, and you're good. That's basically it. Like, washing these is very easy, and if they're not loose or they're not feel like they're falling out, then it's really not a problem as far as, you know, oh, they're gonna come out, blah blah blah. Also, I heard that they tend to get linty, like they'll lint up, but these, they haven't linted up. Like, I don't see any lint balls on it, so that's good. But yeah, that's it. So when you're ready to, you know, do it, you know, go ahead. And also, if you have any suggestions or comments, let me know. But that's the easiest way to do it, especially if they're the length that I have mine. You know, that's the easiest way to wash them. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoy your genies. I know I am. Bye.